So I went to get surgery. And I rotated through some surgery and didn't like the personality of those guys at all. These surgeons were cussing the nurses and throwing instruments across the room, and they were very rude people. And I said, well, I can't be in this environment. I end up cussing somebody out myself. I can't be doing this. So I happened to stumble on a field of surgery I had never heard of, called orthopedic surgery. And it was carpentry. And I scrubbed in, they let me scrub in the case. I scrubbed my hands, you know, got on the gown, let me put a screw in the bone. Oh, I was in heaven. And I loved it. I fell in love with it. And I continued to love it the more I learned about it. But I didn't see any women doing it. So I asked the chief resident, I like this stuff, you know, I think I'd like to go on and train in this. But I don't see any women doing it. He says, there's no reason you can't do this. So I became the first black woman in the country to train in orthopedic surgery and finish my residency and become certified by the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. I did not know it at the time. I knew there were a few women. I didn't know it until after I finished. So I was the first African American woman. And I said, well, that may be the case, but I sure won't be the last. And I kicked the doors open for everybody else. I came back to Johns Hopkins, joined the faculty, what they call academic medicine after I finished my training. The Hopkins orthopedic program was 50 years old. They've been doing it for 50 years. They had all the pictures of all the former residents on the wall. In those 50 years, they had graduated one African American and one female. By the time I left, they had 20% females and 32% African Americans in that program. You can't walk through the door of opportunity and let it close. And there are other people like myself who have opened the doors for you. Be prepared for it. Take advantage of it. In this country, school is free. It's mandatory for young people. There are countries where you'll be out in the rice fields, denied an education. There are countries where young ladies would not be allowed to be educated because they'd be afraid to learn something about this stupid sexist culture. There are parts of the world today where education is denied young people. Do not take it for granted. Learn all you can. Put it in your computer. This is your computer. It's more powerful than anything man has made. It will store endless information. Feed it. You don't feed it by playing video games and playing with your iPad. You feed it by reading and listening to school and learning more, going to the library, reading. That's your job. Everybody's got to work. That's your job. Put everything in your brain you can so you get hopefully all A's. Maybe just a couple of B's, but no C's and D's. I didn't kick the doors open for y'all to come limping through. Come walking tall with the right credentials. Following the footsteps of people who have established greatness and will for you to follow.